what to do with my hands.
That's a common mistake.
I am Nick here from Ice Age. Going to tell us about the Elevate kit.
Kind of looking at one of the projects we've been working on for the cats for the last 2 years. The Elevate is just, we're picking the front of the sled up 2 inches, helping get the chassis out of the snow. Let the thing go through the snow easier. Just added 2 inches down to the bottom of the spindle here, so we haven't changed any of the other geometry of it. We've maintained everything else, just added inline another 2 inches to get the height up. Well, there's a lot of fun features about this kit. You know, the height, the performance gains are cool. Fully billet spindle, getting a lot of strength. It's really sleek, trim design. There's also some subtle little changes. These have little steering stops on them. Create a more positive stop to the steering system. It helps prevent tie rod failures and just overall abuse of the steering system. It's a little subtle part, but it
Makes a big difference.
it's a little thing that goes a long way on these sleds. A lot of things that are
Adds to the many good qualities that they already have. He's a Polaris guy.
we're taking this to a level, an aftermarket level. We're making a beautiful, super strong part, stepping it up a little bit. And when we were developing this, probably one of the first things that we were most concerned about, the cats have a phenomenal approach angle. They get up on the snow really well. We were worried that, you know, by lifting the sled, are we going to compromise that? Are we, you know, is that going to be a problem? What we found was that we were able to, through suspension changes, things like that, we're able to keep the sled getting up on the snow, no problem. And now with the reduced drag of the chassis, the thing just moves out easy. You know, you're not dragging as much through the snow. You're pushing less. I'm like, don't look at the camera. Don't look at
You can look at the camera. We're talking to them. This is a conversation. It's a two-way conversation between us and the audience. There are real people on the other end of that. We want them to know about the Elevate kit because it's sweet.
It's a really finger guns. No, it's fun to work on a project like this and start with an idea. You know, seeing a sled in the shop and saying, I think we could do something with this. I think we can make a very important change to this snowmobile. We've added extra cross section up in the upper part of it just to, as we're adding more length, obviously we have more leverage. We don't want this thing to become vulnerable to damage from. We run into things. Yeah, we want a part that you can go ride and you're not going to just be worried about breaking it all the time. I can't not do finger guns.
I can't not do it. You know, I don't know what to say, so.
The biggest thing we found is it complemented. Cat already had an incredible, really strong motor. I mean, it's the only 800 in class anymore, and still, you wouldn't know it's the smallest sled. Really good power delivery through the clutching, drivetrain, all that. Tracks work really well. The sled moves, it goes, they work really well. We thought its weakest link was some of its handling characteristics, and we were able to make some pretty strong changes to that.
I can't wait to get it set on my sled. Thanks for chatting with me about the Elevate kit. Really excited to try it out this winter, and
Yeah, thank you guys for checking us out.
see you out there.